Hi, I'm Shoshana, and so I was watching Oprah last week because I watch Oprah sometimes, and she had Simon Cowell from American Idol on her show, and they were talking about, I don't know, this, like her charity show, and he had just given a family, like a needy family, $162,000. That was a lot of money. And he told Oprah that until the moment that he wrote the check, he had never really known like how good it felt to give back to the community. And as Friendship Circle volunteers, we give back in a different way. And instead of donating our money, we give our time. And each hour of donated time like really makes a difference in the life of a special needs child. A few years ago, I used to volunteer at Lytton Gardens, which is a senior residence home in Palo Alto. And it was difficult for me to like maintain my enthusiasm there because I couldn't really connect with any of the people. And so going there every week kind of felt like a chore. And my mom and I talked about the importance of really finding a community service job that you could really feel connected to. And she told me that I shouldn't feel guilty for not enjoying my time there, but I should just find something else. So she told me about the Friendship Circle, and like every teen, I didn't really want to go along with her suggestion. And I was resistant for many reasons. I didn't really know anything about special needs children. And she told me that it's run by the Chabad, so I thought I'd have to dress like an Orthodox Jew in order to volunteer. So I didn't want to do that either. And I thought all the people who volunteered would be really weird and kind of dorky. And so I was wrong about that too. And so I started volunteering in December of 2006. And from the moment that I started, I could really see the difference that I was making and that all the other volunteers were making as well. And I'm pretty sure that a lot of volunteers, for anything that they volunteer for, start because they need hours for school, or so they want to put it on their college application or whatever. But I know that a lot of teens, but all the volunteers for the Friendship Circle continue and continue and continue, and that's just because of the special relationships that we make with our little buddies. And while at Friendship Circle, we as teenagers have the opportunity to give to others. And what I didn't realize when I started volunteering was how much I'd be receiving as well. So over the past year and a half, I've gotten to work with quite a few kids at Friendship Circle, so I'm going to tell you about 3 of them. This past summer, I worked with a boy named Jack, and he had never been to Friendship Circle before. And but every day he came in, he was running, and he was really excited to come to camp, and he was really excited to go swimming and to play with everybody and to go on all the field trips. And every volunteer who was there was like all excited because he was always the first one there, and so we would always just like wait for him. And he has this really cute laugh, and so we just kind of like fell in love with him. And like everyone, like it doesn't matter that it's your buddy or like your friend's buddy. It's just like you kind of make a relationship with everybody. And during winter camp, I worked with a boy named Zach, and he would also race to camp each morning. It's kind of like a common theme for all the kids. And they'd always amaze me like how much energy they had at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'd be like exhausted, and it was winter break, and I was so tired, and I wasn't going to bed until really late the night before. But they were always ready. And on the field trip, like we went to field trips every day, and we would go on long bus rides, and every time we passed a Target and a Home Depot store, every single time he would point it out to me, and he made me promise to go there because everyone was just so cool. And for the past year, I've been doing Friends at Home, and I go to a boy named Bryce's house, and it's hard for him to verbally express his emotions. But every day, or every Sunday when I go, he gives me a really big smile when I walk in the door, and it's really sweet. And I always enjoy chatting with his parents, and I play with his younger brother as well. And I think one of the cool things about Friends at Home, one of the things I really like, is that you not only like build a relationship with the buddy, but you like become part of their family as well, and you feel really welcomed into their house, and it just makes the whole experience a lot better, I think, for like both sides. And I think there's like a stereotype. It's going away now, which is good, but there's always been one that teens are really self-centered and only have their own interests at heart. And we don't have enough life experience, and we're too focused on things that in 5 or 10 years aren't going to really matter. But at a young age, volunteering at Friendship Circle gives us as teenagers a way to really make a difference. And that difference is really visible. And when our buddies learn our names, and when they smile, and when they laugh, and when they have a good time, it makes us feel good as well. And I know that's why I keep on volunteering. And a great thing about Friendship Circle is that you don't need to be an expert at special needs kids. You don't need to have a degree or anything, because obviously none of us do. But you just have to have fun with it, and everyone can make a difference when they volunteer, and everybody does. And so as much as I kind of hate to admit it, I'm really glad I listened to my mom, and I'm really glad I have been volunteering for the Friendship Circle, because along with changing others' lives, our lives change as well. So, thank you.
Thank you, Shoshana. Meeting you and working with you has been a great experience, and we've learned a lot from you. And thank you for everything you do. You are a true role model. And in honor of all your dedication to the Friendship Circle, we want to present this award to you, the Gold Award. The Gold Award is presented to Shoshana Gold in recognition of your valuable contribution, involvement, and devotion to the Friendship Circle.